send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
55. Your track.
2. 52. Bravo.
Garoppolo on first down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
6-yard pickup brings up second down.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said.
11.
First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they're down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Bell first down and then some. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right to do it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Andrews, 46 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Texans nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And an alley to run. Ted Ginn's gonna go. The 30, 10, for touchdown, Houston. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. They'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, this is just the 5th all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here, taking place in Week 1. And they have split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002. But you would think that these two teams would have met more because the cities Only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. In fact, for New Orleans, Houston is the closest NFL city of any in the league. So it's kind of interesting that this is only the 5th time that they have met. The last time they got together, November of 2015, the Texans winning that one 24-6. Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On the counter, here's Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 80!
On 1st down, Garoppolo. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 17 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Credit to tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 45 on 2nd down. Brissett out to the flat for Reddick. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Sponge, sponge, sponge. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now the Notre Dame man. This is Theo Riddick. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Play action now. Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Saints take over first and 10.
They start out on the ground with Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Here we go.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
21.
Working from the gun. Working left side. Andrews with it complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. It's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one. Garoppolo
in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Riddick with a carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Check it back.
22, check, over. 22, check, over. Check hot route. Hot.
On play action, Brissett. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
To throw is Brissett. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Man, I got you. Come on, I'm on. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I got it.
On 3rd down, Brissett. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying. I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that could alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Caught here by Bell. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This is caught. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Thomas, the lone receiver left. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we are at halftime in the first of 2 here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play fake, Brissett. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Here we go. Ancient data. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
A toss play to Chubb. Pushing tacklers aside. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
That's it, baby.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Go! We got it.
From the 24, Brissett, and this one's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him.
Garoppolo now, first down try. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that.
Here we go.
If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, let's get there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go,
Line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
21, 21.
Mike, check, 59. I'm coming.
Hey, Alpha.
59 is Mike, check.
Just throws Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Get your swerve on. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 50.
Garoppolo down on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Le'Veon Bell there to make the grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time. Looking at week 1 are good. We're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin. And looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And tough to win games if you go field goal. They got field goal last time, and they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
A gain of 15. And the Texans.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 5-yard touchdown run. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. They'll look good on the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that kicks first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it.
Here
And
we go, here
again,
we go, here we go.
get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
65, 65.
Check right, check right. Watch it, get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much. maybe a yard. It's second down. Clayton gathers, makes the stop. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
First down, Houston.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Reset. Buying time to his left. He finds Riddick complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Ready? 59. Mike's 59. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And the Texans are going to win the football game. A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Texans, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the